Live from Southborough, it's Monday night.
Johnny Mac, it sounds like you've been writing that one.
That's pretty good. We should start with that.
Not bad.
Welcome,
No, I just smoked
everybody.
the right amount of weed.
Welcome. This is the Hall of Comics After Dark Live Online Comic Book Auction on Monday, March 2nd, episode 79 here at the Hall of Comics in beautiful Southborough, Massachusetts. Coming to you live. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. Little dramatic pause there. I'm one of your co-hosts, Jake, here this evening, going around the room real quick. We've almost got a full house. AG will be turning tiles. You'll see him in a second, or sort of. We've got the lovely Ryan working your comments in the live comment feed. Johnny Mac is on the camera. And, of course, John to my left here will be speaking to you in just a moment. We're going to kick this thing off. It's our 79th episode of the live auction. This is a claim it now auction. So think of it as a buy it now. You're going to see 12 items in each round, 5 rounds this evening. So we'll get through 72 items in the next hour and a half. Each item is covered by a tile denoted by a letter and a number, A1 through A6 on the top row, B1 through B6 on the bottom row. We'll turn those tiles one at a time. If you see an item that you want, the first person in the comments to say, I claim A2, B5, whatever it may be, we will announce that person as the winner. It must be the person that we see first at our end. More on that in just a little bit. There's a raffle prize this evening. As long as you pay for your claimed book by the Wednesday 6 p.m. deadline, you get entered in that raffle. And it's a good one this week, folks. It's a 2-pack.
They're always good, for Christ's sake.
They are, but this one's especially hot.
Just hot because people are crazy.
Batman number 89 and Hellraiser number 3, both regular cover A first prints. These are the 2 first appearances of the hot new DC character Punchline. So I'm sure there's some people on here this
Hotly
evening who'll be
controversial.
excited about that. Very hotly controversial. And believe it or not, that just about does it for all of my details that I need to cover. So I'm gonna,
We'll work through it as we go along.
Yeah,
and
you'll
as
see how
people
this thing
join, we'll
works.
try to work you through it. But
If I glossed over anything or went too fast, these terms and conditions are always posted at the top of the page in a fixed post where you can scroll up there, check them out, and see what you missed. But in the meantime, I'm going to pass it over to John, and he's going to give you some of the more important details.
officials, I wouldn't say that. But good evening, everybody. Appreciate you joining us for episode 79. Pretty jacked and pumped. We were off last week, so got a lot of pent-up fun. Going to share with you tonight.
Is that what that
A couple things I want to do is just reinforce big things. First one to Ryan's screen. Whoever Ryan sees as the first one to his screen, we will be deemed as a successful claimant. There might be situations where you're seeing yourself or someone else joining us first on yours. Doesn't mean it's the first to Ryan's. Everybody connects in. We send out this signal one time. It reaches everybody at different times, and you process it at different times. You might find yourself lagging behind. Best thing you can do is disconnect and reconnect in. There's nothing we can do to affect that because, again, we send it out one time and how people receive it and see the signal. So please don't get frustrated. We want to keep this a positive situation. There is a 20-second lag as well from the time that we send it out to you. So keep that in mind as well. Any issues, questions, concerns, anything negative, we'll be happy to take them offline and address anything that you'd like. Want to make this a positive, fun night. It goes pretty quick. We, again, appreciate everybody's support, but want to make sure we have all the T's and C's covered. Of which all grades quoted are all of the grades that will be quoted are our best estimates. So between the 3-4 of us here, we take a look at a book and give it our best estimates. If you ever receive a book you're not 100% satisfied, never an issue. Give us a jingle back. We'll make it 100% right 100% of the time. That is the absolute truth, right? Just comic books. We want to keep it, again, positive, have some fun, move some books, meet some new people. And so any negatives, anything, take them offline. I'm happy to address them, so never a problem. Thank you again for respecting Ryan's screen as the A number 1 screen, and the man himself, the legend, the man from the basement.
Wow.
Yes.
How'd you get out?
Ankle bracelet stopped working.
Just put the lotion in the friggin' basket.
Yep.
Ryan.
Exactly. All right, welcome everyone. So if it is your first time joining us for one of these auctions tonight,
Where have you been?
yeah, exactly. If you make a successful claim, we need your email address that's associated with your PayPal account so we can
Top of his
invoice
head.
you.
like
If we
nothing.
can't invoice you because we don't have your
It's like
email
Joaquin
address,
Phoenix.
you don't have your books, and then you're bummed out, but life goes on. If you have made claims in the past with us before, we have your email address in our Shield database. We are
Is that
all
a personal?
set there.
Is that backed up?
It is backed up.
Okay, I'm just
Yes.
checking.
I'm backed up.
It's backed up with Hydra.
Eat more
So,
apples. Keep going.
we're good to go. All right, payment is due by Wednesday at 6 p.m. So you get entered in for that Batman and Year of the Villain Hell Arisen #3
Crazy.
double pack. It's pretty awesome.
Super ridiculous.
Yes, so definitely wanna
Free.
get your payments
Free,
in
right?
by
We're not
6.
auctioning
Yes.
those are freebies.
I heard they're
freebies.
going for
Alright, cool.
$350 for the pair online right now.
Come on.
What?
That's ridiculous.
Oh, sorry.
All right, cool. I think we went through those pretty quickly, but again, everything's on the T's and C's is pinned to the top. Do you have any questions?
Very good.
AG's joined us tonight, back from vacation.
Woo, AG.
Welcome, AG.
AG survived PAX East.
PAX.
Well, we'll see if
Disney.
That's true.
Mike came about the coronavirus. That
Yeah.
You might have gotten the box at the
He's
PAX.
the last guy we should be with tonight, right? He's
Yeah,
doing
what
all
the
over.
fuck you doing?
What the hell
We
we
should have
doing?
quarantined.
Yeah,
Did we at least
that's
rub them
bad.
down?
All right,
Can
anyways,
you put a mask
we're still
on?
going to slog through this.
Don't worry, I bathed in a bunch of hand sanitizer.
So we're going to get this thing
but that had
rolling in
nothing to
another
do
6
with the
minutes, so
viral.
bear with us.
I like the
We're
burger.
having some technical difficulties with the staff.
They're buggy.
Very much so.
Oh,
But no,
is very
another
fun.
6 rounds of fun. All types of. I got some really cool, different stuff tonight.
That's actually
And some pretty good price points,
think
too.
it
It's going to
might-
be some fun. I
might
think
be
we'll
5
sell
rounds.
out tonight.
might be 5 rounds.
I'm predicting. It's got some great stuff. 5 rounds? What are you talking about? 5
Oh,
rounds?
really?
It's going to be 6 rounds.
Uh-oh. I better.
What are you talking about? Would you miss the staff meeting?
yeah, he was there.
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
Just wasn't paying attention.
I know.
I thought you said staff
So,
infection.
I wasn't listening. Oh boy. Does it just make it feel like sometimes
I don't
you
know.
look the weatherman up here?
I don't know. I just had to bring it
You
down
know,
a
over here
notch.
we've got a bunch of high pressure. It's going to bring you a bunch of good comics.
All right. Everybody in the house, you ready to go?
Getting close. We usually go about quarter of, but I think we could probably go early. Who wants to go? By a show of hands out there, who wants to start?
Who's ready to buy some comic books?
All right, now you have to type it in there. Let me see if anyone actually raised their hands.
If it sounds like we're trying to buy time,
Jonathan Freeman asked where Bella is. Bella's at home. We're washing her tights. It's good to go. Let's do it. AG, I really didn't think that through. But yeah, it's good to see you. I got to survive the next 2 weeks, so come on, man. All right, let's do this. Round 1. I'm going to get started.
You ready?
Yep. Round 1. Let's go.
round 1, folks. This is A1.
First one of the night is going to be a copy of The Incredible Hulk and Wolverine. This was a one-shot, issue number 1 from 1986. Near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which features the artwork of John Byrne and Jack Abel, who both provide the wraparound cover. These are reprints of the Hulk 180 and 181. First cameo and first full appearance of the Wolverine. So really nice. This was a high-format book back then. Beautiful copy. Near mint or above. $15 in the A1 slot.
Yeah,
For
John Byrne did that art especially for. That's not reproduced. That was especially for this edition.
It's a beautiful wraparound. It's got the Wendigo in it too, or the Wendigo to some.
It is actually.
It's not the Wendigo.
Wendigo.
It's the Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Damn it.
Wendigo.
A2. Second book of the night is going to be a copy of Image Comics' Frank Frazetta's Dark Kingdom. This was a one-shot put out in 2008. Near mint, the estimated grade of this book, which features a Frank Frazetta cover A. This is a first print copy. This is a hard-to-find book.
Is that the Death Dealer?
That is the Death Dealer, rocking it out, Frank Frazetta style. Pretty good stuff. So they used Frank's name and used one of his images for the cover of every one. And there's a bunch of one-shots. And yeah, we've had a few. It's a great book. The cover's phenomenal. $10.
Molly, Molly. I was gonna say Molly Hatchet. Didn't Molly Hatchet
Yes.
use
Yes.
Frazetta's
Yeah,
artwork?
Frank
Yeah.
Frazetta, yep.
That image right there.
So we have
One of-
Michael Thompson for A1.
A1 to Michael Thompson.
Always cool. The
Now I'm on the hatchet.
reprints, any reprints you can get of the first appearance of Wolverine are great to grab.
Thanks, Michael.
And Arthur
Good.
Bacon for A2.
Arthur
Arthur.
Bacon going home with A2.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, what's
Arthur
he got?
Bacon.
What's
Bacon's
going
got
on?
himself a double.
First win of the night, double haul.
Double bacon.
Game over, man. It's game over.
I don't know if I was fitting for that one, but hey, you know what? Let's roll with
I
it.
just wanted to see if you were listening.
He's got himself a nice Superman action comics variant.
It's a Neil Adams variant of
What's
Action
up,
Comics
Neil?
number 35 going Arthur
You
Bacon.
said his name, you owe him $3.
Yeah, see, that's why I specifically
gotta love
don't
Neil.
say that stuff.
You love Neil.
All right, A3.
A3.
A3 is a pretty hot book right now. A copy of Batman Beyond, issue number 37 from 2019. Nearmint plus the estimated grade of this book, which is a first print copy featuring a Lee Weeks cover. So this is the cover A. First appearance of the Batwoman Beyond. Spoiler alert, we find out who it is.
Let's see, we got Chris Davis for A3.
Elena Grayson.
A3 to Chris
Hey,
Davis.
Chris, how you doing? Sorry, I missed you Saturday. I heard the great
Yeah.
Chris Davis was in. I was
He
pumped.
was. It's good to see him.
Sorry, I missed him.
A4.
A4 is going to be our first set of the night. So this is a 6X full set from 2003. The books are Marvel The End, issues 1 to 6, written, pencils, and covers by Mr. Jim Starlin. So essentially Starlin doing a Thanos story, another opus, featuring some pharaoh that takes over the universe, and Thanos has to come down and throw some beat down. And
There's a bunch of time traveling.
Great
Dr.
copies.
Doom's in the mix. It was announced that this is not part of the official Marvel continuity, and once you read it, you'll find out why. A whole bunch of people die in it.
so
yeah,
Marvel,
all
so
of the
Marvel
ends are
Elseworlds, essentially. Near mint or above is the estimated grade of each one of these copies in Marvel The End by Jim Starlin. $35 for this full set.
Nothing got on fire.
A5, we all set?
We are good.
Yeah.
The Traveling Graysons. This is a copy of the Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans Intercompany crossover. I have a big soft spot for these things. This book features white pages, is a newsstand copy, as denoted in the lower left-hand corner. We'll get into that after, I think, this round. Correct, Jake?
Yes, sir.
Newsstand, so we always point out the newsstand copies as well as sometimes the page colors as well. It might be pertinent to collectors would like to know. So in this case, it does feature white pages. So newsstand copies written by Chris Claremont, pencils and cover by Walt Simonson. Terry Austin did the inks and did the cover with Mr. Walt Simonson, and it's a fantastic wraparound cover. So the Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans team up to fight Darkseid and the Dark Phoenix.
That's awesome.
Darkseid thinks that he can control the Dark Phoenix, and as we know, that's impossible. But a great book. I was always bummed that George Perez didn't do some part of it. But Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans, $15. Always a great have.
Bob Marks for A5.
A5 to Bob Mark.
Bob, how you doing? I love this. Great story. Walt Simonson's art is on point, too. It's really tight.
Yeah. Well, Terry Austin helps.
Mr. Marks got himself
What's he got?
15% off.
1% off to Bob Marks.
Mr. Marks,
I was waiting for the sound effect, but you know.
what do you want?
Got a low budget operation over here.
Yeah, we really do. Which one you want? You want this one?
Hey, baby!
That's perfect.
You looking hot tonight?
Is that what you were looking for?
That is perfect.
Welcome back.
As long as we get the
Give me
Mr. Penguin
A6.
A6.
A6 is a copy of The Amazing Spider-Man issue 403 from 1995. Near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which features a Mark Bagley cover and interior pencils. It's The Trial of Peter Parker Part 2, and it does have Carnage in it. The uniqueness of this thing, it's one of those $1.50 books that at the time Marvel was filing bankruptcy, so there's not a lot of these to be found. Tough book to find. So Amazing Spider-Man 403, Carnage appearance. Only $8, near mint or above, so really good copy. B1, please, coming around the corner. This is going to be a full set as well. This is a 4X set put out by Marvel Knights that gives us a team up between Wolverine and the Punisher. This set is called Revelation. Pat Lee provided the cover and interior pencils, put out in 1999. Each book in the 4X set is estimated to be in near mint or above condition.
Mike Weaver for A6.
A6 is going to
Mr.
Mike
Weber.
Weber.
So Marvel Knights, Wolverine and the Punisher, so you know it's uber violent.
Mm-hmm.
They're not messing around. $10.
Fun read.
You
It
like
looks
that
like
one?
it would be.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right.
Let's go to
Moving on to B2.
B2, please. Give me a little flip here. This is an issue, a copy of Batman 64 from 2019, so a recent release. Near mint plus the estimated grade of this book, which is a sold-out cover B by the great Sean Murphy.
Marlon Maya for B1.
B1 going to Marlon.
Sean Gordon Murphy just crushes Batman. He's got a great Batmobile there, so it's a always under ordered cover B. So Batman 64 2019 near mint plus, just a beautiful copy, only $8.
Going to Chris Davis.
Chris
Great
Davis
Chris
picking up the
Davis.
B2 spot.
That'd be great to get that one signed.
Yeah.
Sean Gordon Murphy's the man. Thanks, Chris. B3.
3 minutes left in this round.
B3 is a copy of the Black Panther #2 from 2018, near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which is a very hard to find second print copy that features the first appearance and first cover of the Killmonger symbiote. So what if the symbiote grafted to the Killmonger? That's what you get. You got an Uber Black Panther and an Uber Killmonger in this case. So first appearance of that first cover. Name it plus $25. Uber low print run. B4.
B4.
B4 is a 2-pack. Everybody loves these. These are copies of The Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect. So this is a 2X set, deluxe format, square bound, really beautiful copies. Name it plus. Both first prints, both written by Peter David and featuring George Perez artwork. So we did the cover and the interiors. First appearance of the character, the Maestro, who was on the left.
Such a good story.
Not the Maestro from Tuscany, but
Nope.
that Maestro.
Not the Seinfeld Maestro.
Not him?
Nope.
All right, this is the other Maestro.
If you call yourself a Hulk fan, you have to have this.
Oh my God, so good.
Yeah, but does he have a house in Tuscany?
Probably does.
No, he does not. But just a great series. It's also having an embossed cover.
Yep.
Embossed around B5.
Ernest Briggs for B4.
B4
It's a great
Ernest
setter.
Briggs.
The artwork's phenomenal. George Perez was still crushing it.
All right, B5.
B5 is a copy of The Black Cat, issue number 3 from 2019. Name it plus is the estimated grade of this in Huck Lee variant.
Hot artist.
Super. Black Cat's a pretty awesome cover. Number 3, 2019 Name it plus in Huck Lee variant cover for The Black Cats.
She could steal my heart.
$8. B6. How could you say that with Aretha Franklin? Last
She
one of
can
this
steal
round's
my
got to be a
heart, too.
copy of Thor, Volume 1, issue number 372 from 1986. Near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which was written by the great Walt Simonson. Features a cover and interior appendices by Sal Buscema. It's the first appearance of the character, the Time Variance Authority, who's going to be part of Loki and Disney Plus's streaming service.
Mike Weaver for B5 and Ernest Briggs for B6.
Wow.
Six.
You guys are cleaning up. Nice job.
First Time Variance Authority. Great pickups. Thank you, everybody. Jake's going to take you around. The end. I can't believe we still got the end.
What do we got? We got a minute left, so let's talk
And
about.
go check out that Black Panther book on eBay. Go run. We'll wait.
Good tip there from John. The A4 spot is a cool one. Marvel: The End. It is a full 6-issue set written by Jim Starlin from 2003. All issues are estimated to be in near mint or better condition. $35
Crazy
for that 6-issue set. Thanks, AG, for laying those out there. Pretty cool story that involves the entire Marvel universe.
Issue 6, it has just a pure white cover. It's in incredible shape.
Thanos on it. Oh yeah,
Phenomenal.
that's striking. Yeah, and it's
Usually
cool.
they get
Look at
scuffed up and
his
just a
pose
beautiful
on
copy.
cover 1 and his pose on cover 6 obviously is called back to one another there. Down in the B3 spot, as John talked about just a little bit ago, Black Panther number 2, second print from 2018. Very hard to find second print. Important because it features the first Killmonger symbiote, near mint or better condition. $25.
The symbiote.
Symbiote. I did not say symbiote.
Symbiote.
I did say symbiote.
Symbiote. So that's going to be the
Say
end of
symbiote.
round number 1
Thanks,
of
everybody.
6. One of
Great
6.
job. 5 more to go.
Fell coming out of the gate.
Evening's just getting
Second chance
started.
opportunities.
Cool. So while AG switches out the board, sets us up with 12 all-new items. This gives us an opportunity to explain a little bit better about direct market editions versus.
Yeah, we're just not pretty faces here. We want to
That's
educate
right.
the people.
That's right. We want to share some
We want to give it to you, the people.
share some stuff with you here that might make you better
Cringe.
informed collectors. Make you what?
Cringe.
So, John's been a big advocate of the direct market versus newsstand editions in the past. We thought it was something that warranted a little bit better explanation.
Those have been a Magnolia commandment, actually.
Oh, was that come
yeah.
from Manoli?
Yeah, newsstand editions.
Careful, you've said his name twice now.
I know, say it one more time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So the visual aid there kind of illustrates how the barcode's the big giveaway. If you got a solid barcode on a book, that is a newsstand edition, whereas the direct market editions would have an image in the place of the barcode, or maybe the barcode had a strike through. These direct market editions really started in 1979, which is something I learned for the first time when comic book specialty stores started popping up and publishers were creating these editions especially for them. Meanwhile, the newsstand editions, which you were finding on magazine racks and convenience stores like 7-Eleven, and then in the modern day, more like Barnes & Noble, those became harder and harder to find, or at least find in good condition, because they weren't being handled by collectors, for one thing. They were also being displayed on like I said, magazine racks where they get trashed, they get
just get
bent,
muckles.
whatever. They get muckle,
And
exactly.
they need to get returned by the retailer as well to get credit, so you rip off the tops. And
Right. So some of them just didn't even survive. So over time, collectors have found that if you've got the option between direct market and newsstand editions are a little more desirable. Fewer of them in good condition.
It's a niche. Some people like to
Yep.
collect those, so we point those out. It's
Yep.
just another part of the hobby. It's unique, and there are all types of different books we like to feature. You have the Whitmans, we have a couple tonight, and there's all types of different rules, but we do go out of our way to feature as many newsstands as we can because it fits that.
Might have to
that
do one of these for the
collectibles.
whole Whitman thing, too.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
about that
So
one.
that's the difference. If you ever get a chance, just capture it and take a look. And a lot of the newsstand numbers, the print run numbers, go next to nil around
Yeah.
2000. So
Yeah.
just some other little things that we're finding out that we're passing along. And right, we're uber geeks here too, so we're into it. And some
Yeah,
people, it's important information.
I definitely learned something putting this together. I had no idea that the newsstand editions continued for so late, well into the 2000s, but we're at such a low number.
Super low. Even to the new 52s, those are desirable as newsstands, and also the digital combo books, which have super low print runs. So if that's your bag, we want to make sure we fill all those needs and more. And even if you're a casual reader, we're going to feature some books there too.
And the short version is that we'll tell you when we feature a book that's newsstand edition. Well, John does try
I
to
love
ferret
the
those out.
newsstand.
We'll point those out and make it known. All right, this is round 2.
It is known. This is the way. Let's go.
Thanks, AG, for setting that
Round
up.
2. Thanks, AG.
Ready for A1.
Right out of the gate, talk about the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 375 from 1993. Near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which features a gold foil Mark Bagley battle between Venom and Spider-Man. It is a gold foil, as noted. It's the first appearance of the character Anne Wang, who becomes the female Venom. at one
Bride
point.
of Venom?
Bride of Venom. First Anne Wang. So just a great copy of this book, Amazing Spider-Man number 375, 1993, near mint or above, only $12. Great bargain. A2. A2 is one of my favorite science. Copy of the Justice League of America number 137 from 1976. Very fine or above the estimated grade of this book, which features white pages. And the first time we get a throwdown officially between Superman and Shazam.
Big cheese.
Great Ernie Chan cover here as well. So you got everybody there getting ready for the throwdown. Issue number 137, 1976. Very fine or above, $20.
If you take a good look at the cover, Batman couldn't be more excited to see one of these guys bite it. He's so like
100%.
He's got money riding on this one.
Mike Weaver for A1 and Chris Davis for A2.
It's 100% on that one. I think Superman beats his ass, but
Does he?
don't quote me.
Does
Yeah,
he
I
take
believe
it?
so.
Does he take the S off his chest and throw it across the room?
Oh, don't even talk about that. Please, now I lost my mojo.
A2 is going to Chris Davis.
Who's got himself
What?
a free
Chris
paperback.
Davis going home with
Alright.
a free trade paperback.
Who's got a nice self Avengers No Road Home?
Congratulations, Chris.
As you can tell, we're hopeless 1970s game show fans. Hopelessly devoted to the 70s game show.
Card Sharks will be on
So
following
Chris
this
Davis got a
broadcast.
free trade back. Awesome.
A3.
Bert
A3.
Convey gonna host?
I love Bert Convey.
This is an awesome 6-pack. This is a full run of Image Comics Reborn, issues 1 through 6 from 2016. Near mint or above is the estimated grade of each one of these books. They're all first prints. Mark Millar is the writer, and Greg Capullo provides the interior art. All of this stuff has already been optioned to Netflix, so Netflix is developing all of Mark Millar's stuff. Looking forward to a bunch of stuff. Issue number 1 is a Frank Cho variant. Issue number 2 is a Ryan Otley variant. We're going to go backwards. That's the Alex Garner variant.
Alex Garner. Yep.
Yep. And number 2, that is Ryan Otley, and that is a Frank Cho variant. So the Mark Millar, Greg Capullo created Reborn.
This is probably one of my very favorite Mark Millar stories. It is so good.
Yeah, it is.
This checks all the boxes from speculative books to just pure reading and pure collecting. Love Frank Cho. Just some great stuff. So
If you
all
didn't
6,
read this-
near mint or above.
You gotta grab it.
Great stuff.
Pick it up and
If
trade.
you don't
if
pick
have
this
to.
up, pick it up and trade. Yeah, 100%. A4. A4 is a 2-pack. These are copies of Thor Volume 1, issues 338 and 339. Both from the magical year of 1983. Near mint's the estimated grade of both of these books, which features white pages. They are also newsstand copies. Walt Simonson provides the writing, art, and covers. This is the second and third appearance of that Corbite Beta Ray Bill. And you also get a first appearance of Stormbreaker, which would be to the left. I love the Thor 126 homage there, though, on the right.
Both
yeah.
newsstand editions.
Yeah, both newsstands editions, second and third appearance of Beta Ray Bill, first Stormbreaker on the left. Just great copies of this book. Each one $35 for the pair. It's a great buy.
All right.
85, sir. This is a copy of a hot new release called Valkyrie, issue number 8. Near mint plus the estimated grade of this book. This is a new hot sold out one. This is a variant cover by Miss Peach Maloko. I just love saying that. Peach Momoko. Gwen Stacy variant. So it looks like the Valkyrie having lunch with Gwen Stacy by Peach Momoko.
Yes,
Hot
this
variant
artist has
cover B.
really caught on with their unique style. People are
Good
loving
stuff.
it. Yeah.
$8.
A6.
A6, the always popular
Yes.
Ren and Stimpy number 6 from 1993. Near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which features white pages, written by Dan Slott. And this is the first time Dan Slott writes Spider-Man.
Yep.
Happens to be in Ren and Stimpy and Spider-Man versus
Powdered
Toast Man. That's going to be a throwdown.
I'm
$10.
I'm cosplaying that next
A
year.
lot of these books didn't survive and don't have high grades.
Mark
Pretty
Spector for
interesting.
A6.
A6 to
That's
Mark
great.
Spector.
First time Dan Slott writes Spider-Man is in Ren and Stimpy.
Yep.
We had a chance to meet Dan Slott on Friendly Neighborhood Comics. And he could not stop talking about the Ren and Stimpy comic. It was incredible. He was rocking Spider-Man, and all I wanted to talk about was Ren and Stimpy. Pretty funny. That's my memory of it.
All right,
B1.
Come around the corner.
B1 is a copy of the Soviet Super Soldiers. So this was a one-shot put together in 1992. Near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which also features white pages, written by Mr. Fabian Nicosia. Angel Medina provides the cover and the interior pencils. First appearances of the characters Unicorn and Firefox. It's the final time that the Soviet Super Soldiers are together. So you get Ursa Major, you get all the Russian superheroes coming together in this crazy book. Square-bound book. It's pretty nutty. Great copy, 1992, near mint or above, $8. Final time the team's together. Something goes wrong. B2. Coming in the Black Widow movie, too. What is that? When
Yeah.
is Black Widow coming out?
2 months.
I believe, yeah.
Pretty soon?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome,
May
man.
1st.
Looking forward to it. All right, this is a copy of Mad Cave's comics. So it's a pure little scratch ticket book here. It's Mad Cave's Savage Bastards. I like the name. Issue number 1 from 2020. Near mint or above the estimated grade here. New hot sold out. Dan Galliano provides the writing, and Carlos Angeli provides the art in the cover. I sense a spaghetti western.
It's a Western revenge story. Mad Cave is an up-and-coming small press publisher. People are
We
starting
love
to
the
notice.
Mad Cave. You make
Yeah,
me mad
yeah.
with Mad Cave.
They do some,
Mad Cave disease.
yeah, some good scratch. Like you said, good
Get 'em out.
scratch tickets for stuff that
I got Chris Treadwell for B1 and Bob Marks for B2.
B2 to Bob Marks
Savage Bastards.
and Chris Treadwell's back.
What's up, you savage bastards?
B1.
I can get behind that.
And B3.
B3.
B3 is a copy of my always favorite Marvel Comics group's The Frankenstein's Monster. So the Frankenstein's Monster gets his own book and rocks the hell out of it. This is issue number 7 from 1973. Very fine or above the estimated grade of this book, which features white pages, a phenomenal John Buscema and interior pencils. It's the first time we get Dracula meeting Frankenstein in the comics.
What?
Yeah, it's happening.
And it's
Tomb of
going with
Dracula.
Chris Davis.
Chris
Chris
Davis.
Davis. It's got a little bit of grease pencil on it. See it right there over the eye. It's just awesome, though.
Comic good.
It's good stuff. The Frankenstein's Monster.
Ooh. Davis.
Chris Davis.
Has got him.
Ah,
you got it
gets
for
the
free.
freebies. It deserves it.
Hey, baby, you looking hot tonight?
That's what I'm going with.
Congrats.
Got a
Chris.
freebie, the free Frankenstein's Monster. That's awesome. All right, B4.
2.5 minutes left.
B4, this is a full 6X set lot. It would be a lot because what you're getting is going to be a lot. It's going to be copies of World War Hulk issues 1 through 5, as well as the prologue. It's the entire original first print run. Greg Pak provides the writing. John Romita Jr. does the pencils. Klaus Janson does the inks, and Dave Finch does the covers.
Those covers are insane.
Yeah, David Finch. You get the throwdown between my boy Bob Reynolds, the Sentry throwing down against the Hulk. So
Arthur Bacon for B4.
World War
B4
Hulk's a
to
great
Arthur
set.
Bacon.
$25. All right, Arthur. Great pickup. Finch's covers are just killer.
So good.
B5.
B5 is a 2-pack AG, if you would, kind sir. These are copies of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, so recent releases from 2019. These were sold out. David Finch connecting covers B and C. So over to the left, you got it. Speaking of the David Finch, there he is. Connecting cover, Miss Harleen Quinzel and Pamela Isley.
Very
Connecting cover by the great Dave Finch, $12. B covers are always tough to find, always get underordered. B6. B6, last one of this round is going to be, I love this book. Copy of Avengers, 1.5. This was put out in 1999, near mint or above the estimated grade of this book. Book features white pages, was written by Mr. Roger Stern, and features cover and interior artwork by Bruce Timm.
Nice.
And it's totally told in a Silver Age homage style. So they write it like it's an old 60s Marvel book. It's really cool and well done. And
Well,
the ads, and it's pretty awesome.
It's supposed to fit in right between issue 1 and issue
it's
2
like
of the
Kirby.
original
It's like
Avengers.
Bruce Timm homaging Kirby. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So we have Steve Oliveri for B5 and Bob Marks for B6.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Make sure you flip through it, Bob. It's a great book. I was really impressed with it.
Good pickups,
I don't
guys.
see 'em
Thanks,
very often.
thanks a lot. Less than a minute left to go. Still got 3
Reborn.
hot items up on the top row. Let's take a look at them real quick before this thing wraps up. So in the A3 spot, John's right. That is that Reborn 6-issue set from Image Comics, written by Mark Millar, with art by Greg Capullo. Let's see, you get all 6 issues, and for $50, all estimated to be in near mint or better condition. This thing has been optioned for Netflix.
Woo!
This is, I think, the first Mark Millar project that Netflix picked up and made a connection with him over. In the B4 spot, that is a Mighty Thor 2-issue lot, issues 338 and 339 from 1983. Both newsstand editions, and they have white pages. This is from the great Walt Simonson run, so he's writing, drawing, doing the covers. First Stormbreaker in that 2-issue set, near mint or better condition, just $35 for the pair.
Daniel Briggs for A5.
Daniel Briggs is picking up the Peach Momoko variant in the A5 spot. Is that right? Valkyrie number 8. Congratulations, sir. Only 2 items left for this round. Don't forget, second chance opportunities do exist, meaning that if you are falling asleep later tonight and you're like, dang, I wish I'd picked up that Reborn set in round 2. Those guys did just such a great job of talking about it. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. You can contact us via Facebook Messenger, phone call, carrier pigeon, email, text. Stop by the store. We don't really care. Just let us know if you want it. We will let you know if it's still available. And
We're ready to believe you.
provide it thusly. That's what was missing.
Operators are standing by.
AG will tell the jokes, okay? So while AG sets up
AG's
for,
on board.
for round number
AG's.
3,
That's better than 95%
Round
yours.
3.
That's been nice.
while I'm crying,
Ryan, would you concur?
I would concur.
Holy mackerel, you're getting ganged up. I don't think so.
while I cry into my non-existent script, I'm going to tell you about some of the books coming out this week from DC Comics. This Wednesday at the Hall of Comics and your local comic shop, whatever it may be. I don't know why you're not shopping here, though. Starting with Flash number 750. This is a big issue here. There are going to be a bunch of different covers for it, but the one you need to know about is a regular cover on your screen. Flash 750. It's going to be a big one, boys and girls.
Is that the one with the multiple covers? They're doing all these multiple
Yes, it
covers?
is. Yes.
Are they doing it with Catwoman and
They are.
Woman? And
Catwoman and Joker are the next 2 coming up.
so there's a
These
bunch
are
of special. Okay.
80th anniversary covers where they return to the legacy numbering.
Wow.
Joy, joy, joy. In the words of Dan Slott, joy, joy. Superman villains. This
That's
is a
it, there you go.
one-shot where all of Superman's his rogues gallery sort of we get their take on the recent revelation that Superman is indeed Clark Kent. So this
Yeah,
is
that's cool.
a one-shot featuring their
I'm looking forward to it.
reaction to that. Yeah, it should be good. Should be cool. It's written by Brian Michael Bendis, who has been helming the Superman books of late, so it'll be fit in with those other titles, and it will be in continuity.
Superman's been good.
Batman number 90, sure to sell out this week. If it's not on your sub list, well, what can I tell you? So Batman 90 keeps rolling here with this whole storyline that Punchline grew out of, and that will eventually roll into the Joker War.
Do
Which
we know
is,
what Punchline's in this one?
I don't know for certain, but I
Okay.
don't believe so.
All right.
Somebody else is.
Punchline Mania is
Spoiler alert.
insane.
Strange Adventures number 1, the latest project from Tom King with the gentleman whose name escapes me that helped him with the art on Mr. Miracle. This is going to be a 12-issue series featuring Adam Strange and his just focusing on him, like Tom King working his Tom King magic. Justice League number 42 for all you Justice League fans. The next piece in that puzzle will be out this Wednesday.
Good book.
I haven't checked it out since Scott
I've
Snyder walked
enjoyed
away.
it. Last year or two,
Cool.
it's been really good again.
Awesome. John, you keeping up with it since Vendetti got on board?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a different take on it. It's
Reminds me more of the Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
weirdness.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a little bit
It's-
different take on it. Not the traditional power houses. It's different. It's good. I mean, this character's been around for 80 years. You got to get
Yeah.
different versions of him.
Yeah.
Some people like him, some people don't. But
Well, those people.
The jury's still out. I mean, it's only 3 issues in now.
Right.
So
And it comes out every 4 days, so it's hard to
pretty
keep
much.
up with.
I'll tell you what's been rocking is Aquaman. Honestly, book's been great.
I agree.
Gotta check it out. Yeah,
Oh,
good.
AG agrees.
Big revelation between Arthur Curry and Mira. This past issue was really touching. It was really well done. So they had a precipice of things, and it's good. It's been good. It's not on a lot of pull lists, but it's a good read. The artwork's phenomenal.
Just about ready to kick off round number 3 and then keep this auction rolling here.
I was
this evening.
waxing
Looks
poetic
like
about Aquaman.
AG's
All
all
right,
set.
Let's rock and roll.
All
Let's
right,
go,
let's wax
folks.
poetic here.
Round 3, A1.
Round 3 of 6. This is a copy of Image Comics' Bitter Root, issue 1, which was put out in 2018. Near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which is a first print cover B by the great Mike Mignola. Book was sold out. It's already been optioned to Legendary Films. So Bitter Root number 1 from 2018, near mint or above. Mike Mignola. Thanks, phenomenal.
A2.
A2.
8-2, yeah, buddy. I rated Matt's collection for this one. This is a copy of Legion of Monsters, Werewolf by Night. This was a one-shot from 2007, from 2007. Near mint minus the estimated grade of this book, which was written by Mike Carey. Has a fantastic cover and interior pencils by Greg Land, who I'm a big fan of. This also has an awesome secondary story that was done by Scotty Young using Frankenstein's monster.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before, so that's really the highlight, even though I love Jack Russell, The Werewolf by Night. Don't undersell him.
John was showing it
Legion of
to me. It's
Monsters.
like, what?
So I was gonna say we have Daniel Briggs for A1 and Arthur Bacon for A2.
Man,
Arthur
look at
Bacon's
the
on
Scotty
fire
Young
tonight.
story. I don't think
So
it's been
cool.
reprinted. It's the first time I had seen it.
Yeah.
The Werewolf by Night. Love Jack Russell.
Make good terriers.
E3.
Wow. Been hanging out with me too.
This is a 3X lot. These are copies of Detective Comics issues 1001. So put out in 2019. Each book is estimated to be in near mint or above condition. So what you get here is cover A first print, which is in the middle. Cover A second print, which is over to the right and is in the red. And over to the far left is a first print cover B by
David Finch.
David Finch. Thank you. So 3X is the first appearance of the character Arkham Knight. So the Arkham Knight comes from the video game world, is now in regular continuity. So the first time we get this character in regular Batman continuity in Detective Comics 1001. So great 3-pack, $20. Great pickup. A4. A4, one of the biggies tonight. A truly beautiful set of Chris Claremont and Frank Miller's Wolverine from 1982. Each book in this collection is estimated to be in near mint or above condition. So really beautiful set here. All white pages. Three of 4 are newsstands. So 3 of the 4, in English are newsstands. I can do Espanol as well if need be.
So this is the one that
Subtitles coming.
Right.
Chris Davis for A4.
A4 going to Chris Davis.
These are send-in worthy, and these are going crazy. That Henry Cavill rumor, man, I hope not.
That's just a rumor.
I hope not.
he's too tall. I'm
He's
sorry.
Superman.
He's too big.
A5. He can't. You know.
A5.
Let's move on.
Henry Cavill should
Thank
be
you, Chris.
Cyclops.
This is a copy of Ms. Marvel issue number 12 from 2016, near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which has Miko Andolfo art, which I found very interesting to do in our own book now, right?
Really? She does
Miko
a lot of
Andolfo,
that?
yeah, does the interior art. It's the first appearance of the character, the Red Dagger. And Ms. Marvel's coming to Disney Plus. Everybody's coming to Disney Plus. Well, Ms. Marvel is, and so is it the damn Red Dagger, whose first appearance is in this book right here for $15.
I'm going to take this opportunity to announce that my show starring
Red
me will be
Dagger!
on Disney Plus next year.
You gonna have a streaming show?
I am, yep.
Awesome.
It's called Jake.
It's called AG.
A6.
A6.
I'm concerned.
I'd buy a club and beat you with it. This is a copy of X Factor, issue number 10 from 1986. Near mint, the estimated grade of this book, which features white pages, written by Louise Simonson, and has artwork and cover by her husband, Walt Simonson. So a Simonson versus Simonson. I think it's cubed.
John Kamoa for A5.
No.
Cool.
First appearance of the character, the Blockbuster from the Marauders, 25th anniversary cover frame as well.
A5.
So did I do X? So let me do
Michael
X Factor
Thompson for
again.
A6.
It's a great
Who
pickup.
A5?
John Kamoa.
Well, Mr.
John
Kamoa, you
Kamoa.
got yourself
All right,
25%
25%
off.
5%
off.
off. That's highway robbery.
All right. So, yeah, I think he's stockpiling those. That boy.
6.
Smart. First Red Dagger.
Who got A6?
Michael Thompson.
Michael Thompson. You gotta say it like that too.
25% off. Yeah, so those little game show little tippies there. All right, awesome.
5.5 minutes left.
Batman set's awesome. Leaving it up there. B1. B1's a 2-pack. Love these ones. These came from Johnny the Mech Shizzle. This is his contribution here. These are copies of Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man issues number 2 and 3. I know, the covers are phenomenal.
I love these covers.
Yeah, 2X lot. First
can I
prints. Yeah, Jurjevic covers, I know. So both of them are part of the Gauntlet storyline.
Nice.
Pretty great stuff. 2 and
Which
3,
was a
damage
really
or
good
above.
storyline.
Yeah, just the covers are just crazy. I love its Electro. $12.
Arthur Bacon for B1.
B1 for Mr. Bacon in the conservatory with the lead pipe. I saw Knives Out this weekend.
Oh, you did? What'd you
Yeah,
think?
C plus B minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got distracted by
Arthur Bacon.
Mr. Bacon, you got yourself a double haul.
Double haul. All right, oldie but goodie, the double haul. What's he getting?
Going on with a nice
So free variant for Arthur.
variant of Batman.
All right.
Neil
Thank you,
Adams,
buddy.
Batman variant.
Neil, homaging Neil.
Yep.
Doing Neil.
Ripping off himself.
Hello,
Right.
Neil.
B2.
B2.
B2, said fun book. Copy of Fantastic Four issue 206 from 1979. Near mint, the estimated grade of this book, which features white pages and is a Whitman variant. So Whitmans were a part of 3-packs. When you were a kid, right, you get the 3-packs. The 2 outer ones were really cool. The middle one sucked. It was just the way it worked. You know it's true. But this is a Whitman variant, so those tended to get destroyed as well. This, you can tell there's no barcode in the lower left-hand corner and there's diamond up on the top.
Yep.
So it's a high-grade copy, always tough to find a copy of Fantastic Four. I think this is Death of the Skrulls as well.
Wow.
But yeah, Ken Pollard cover, great stuff. Marv Wolfman wrote it. Keith Pollard did the cover in the pencils, and Joe Sinnott as well.
Bob Marks beating a whole slew of people for B2.
It's a great pickup for $10. Whitman variant. So another little variant from the variant genre, only in 3-packs, and they're usually pretty weird.
Congrats, Bob.
Great.
B3.
Thanks, buddy.
3.5 minutes left.
B3 is a copy of The Eternals, issue 3 from 1976. Fine or above the estimated grade of this book, which features off-white to white pages, was done by the King, Jack Kirby, who did the writing, cover,
Elvis?
and interior art. The Eternals, baby. There he
Icarus.
is, the King. First appearance of the character Cersei, who's going to feature prominently in the new Eternals movie coming up.
Ernest Briggs for B3.
B3 to Ernst.
$25. Nice copy.
Mr. Briggs.
First
to you.
Cersei.
All right, jumping across the
Before, please.
Before.
This is going to be a 4X set. Pretty awesome set, if you ask me. It's something you must read. There's a copy of Before Watchmen, The Silk Spectre, put out in 2012, near mint or above the estimated grade of each one of these books. Issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. Written by Miss Darwin Cook, and the artwork is by Amanda Connor.
Oh.
So it's their take. Amanda Connor did the co-script. So she had a say in the direction of the Silk Spectre, so part of the Before Watchmen storyline. $15, great deal.
I'm also going to cosplay that next year.
What, the Silk Spectre?
Oh,
or,
B5.
the Multiple Man. This is a copy of The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 800 from 2018. Near mint minus the estimated grade of this book, which is written by Down Scott. Nick Bradshaw did the art. This is a Frank Cho variant cover. So it's an oversized. The cover price is $10. Issue, yeah, so basically cover price.
There you go.
For issue number 800, the Frank Cho variant, though.
Ben Shane for B5.
B5 to
Frank
Bender
always doing the ladies. He loves the ladies. Hey, take that the way you want, Jake.
B6.
Take and go over there. Okay, this one is going to take some explanation because this is the mega lot. When I saw this, I said, I can't break these things up. It's a 10X super lot. They're all first prints. It's every Starships Troopers comic book ever printed by Dark Horse Comics. So you get the 10X super lot. You get three full sets and a one-shot. You get a 2X movie adaptation. You get a 3X set called Insect Touch by Warren Ellis. You got a 4X set called Dominant Species. And then you get a one-shot called Brute Creations. All near mint or above from 1997, 1998. The Starship Troopers Super Mega Lot.
Arthur Bacon for B6.
Nice job.
That's all the comics they ever printed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was funny.
Apparently Arthur's a big
I was like, yeah, baby,
Starship
Yahtzee.
Trooper fan.
I was waiting for this whole
The
round
only
to go
Starship Trooper
through.
comics ever printed. It's awesome.
I was waiting for this round to go through and nobody to be it. I was like, I'm going to take that one.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
1
never seen
minute
it
left to
before.
go. You guys did an awesome job. Thank you, John. We've got 2 books left on the board here for round number 3, including the A3 spot. Thanks, AG. That's the Detective Comics 3-issue lot from 2019. You get, of issue number 1001, you get the first and the second print, excuse me, as well as a cover B, which is a first print. This issue features the first appearance of the Arkham Knight after DC brought the character
Got the Arkham Knight in it.
from the game into the regular DC continuity. Near mint or better condition on these, just $20 for the threesome. That B cover's got an awesome, you heard me right, awesome David Finch
That math don't
art
work.
on the B cover. And down on the bottom row in the, let's see, which spot is that? It says,
Somebody's taking less.
you moved it around on me. That's the B4 spot, so it's the Before Watchmen Silk Spectre 4-issue set, or Silk Sphincter, whichever.
Sid Spectre.
Near mint or better condition, just $15
Show
for
some respect.
issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. With Darwin Cook writing and
And Amanda Connor.
interesting. That just about does it for round number 3.
Arkham Knight. Second chance opportunity.
Don't forget about the
Silk
second chance
Spectre.
opportunity.
We good to go? Are we moving on?
We're moving on. AG's going to break down this board and set us up for round number 4 here in just a little
Really?
bit.
We're halfway there?
We are halfway there.
It's happening fast.
Oh,
Bring it back up again.
We're good.
Let's do it.
that sound you just heard shattering your speakers was AG singing.
AG.
So while we set up for round number 4, or round number, yeah, I guess that's right. Round number 4, we're going to tell you about our next Ingest Day, which is coming up on March 21st.
Last one was crazy.
It was. We saw some insane books here. Our last Ingest Day, we took in a Hulk 181, a Giant Size X-Men #1, an Iron Man #1, and last but certainly not least, an Amazing Fantasy #15.
Look great. It's going to be a 3. Looks awesome.
You think it's going to be 3?
I think so.
So Manoli
We'll see.
was working on pressing that. the
Yeah,
other
I'm
day.
really rocked the hell out of it, too.
Pretty
It looks,
exciting.
looks awesome. Anyways,
So yeah, the point of these Ingest Days, in case you are not
what is the point
aware,
of these ingest days?
Yeah,
I've
I'm
always
still
wondered.
trying to figure that one out. But what we ask people to do is, if you want to get your books graded, or maybe you're just curious about the process because you haven't done it before, it's an open house event where Manoli makes himself available from 11 to 3 for walk-ins to come in, bring your books with you. He'll give you, an estimate on what he thinks it might be, what it might come back graded as, and then he'll give you a free quote on what it would cost to do that. He provides pressing and cleaning if the book requires it, if he thinks that it would help the grade. He does that himself. We don't farm out any part of the, we don't send it away to get pressed or cleaned.
So Manoli doesn't live on a farm.
We do it here. And yeah, whatever it was I was saying. But we submit to CGC as well as CBCS. If you have a signed book and maybe CGC wasn't there in person to see it signed, we can submit them to CBCS and have the signature authenticated. That's one of the benefits of going through CBCS. So yeah, a lot of people, this is something new they haven't tried before and they just want to
So we usually do these monthly.
find out about the process. Yeah, we try to do it about once a month. It's been really successful. People have a lot of fun coming in, and
It's cool to see the books.
yeah, definitely. Sometimes it's not the most valuable book. Maybe it's just something that is of importance to you.
Sentimental.
Exactly. It's sentimental. It's a favorite cover or whatever of yours. You want to preserve it, or you want to find out what it would officially grade at. Those are good candidates as well. We've been doing this for about as long as the store's been open, almost 6 years now. So we've got quite a bit of experience at this point.
Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. Yeah.
How long you been holding?
Banana fly like a boomerang, though?
It could in some cases. I would say.
That's Ryan. You're thinking way too hard again about that one.
Yeah, you're gonna hurt somebody.
So what,
All right, let's do this because I want to do it.
Back.
Round number 4.
Round 4. I'm ready to rock and roll.
We know you guys are too.
Hold me back.
A1.
This is a copy of the Sensational She-Hulk issue 2 from 1989. Near mint, the estimated grade of this book, which features a John Byrne cover, interior pencils, and writing. So John Byrne solo, the She-Hulk, Sensational She-Hulk, higher grade, higher format paper too in this volume. Really cool stuff. She-Hulk's actually reading a copy of the Incredible Hulk #2, so Jack Kirby gets a co-credit for the cover. Pretty cool stuff. Book features white pages.
Bob Marks, right one.
It's awesome.
Bob Marks picking up A1.
Just the Jack Kirby homage there is worth
Yeah,
it.
that's cool.
Just a great copy too. The blue, the colors were reminiscent of the 70s.
It's got nothing to do with the fact
Really
She-Hulk's
cool.
in a sweater.
Loved it. Love that She-Hulk. So this has got to be a 2X lot, I believe. Yes, they are. These are copies of Batman 77, put out in 2019. Near mint or above the estimated grade of these books. Tony Daniel cover A and a Clayton Crane cover B. So Clayton Crane would be to the left and Tony Daniel to the right. Tom King was the writer. This was part of the City of Bane. This features the death of Alfred. We lose Alfred Pennyworth here. So this was the issue. So you get the cover A on the right and the cover B on the left. So Death of Alfred. 20 bucks. Big event stuff, you know.
A3.
A3, the always awesome Tomb of Dracul, issue number 16 from 1974. Very fine, minus my estimated grade on this one, which features white pages, the writing by the great Marv Wolfman, artwork by Gil Kane. Gil Kane provided the cover. Gene Colan, the pencils on the inside with Tom Palmer. So you got the huge troika here, right? Wolfman, Kane, Palmer, and Colan. The Tomb of Dracula, number 16, 20 Senate, too.
Thanks, Chris.
Beautiful book.
A4.
A4's up, 3X set. Yeah, I'd never seen these before. These are copies of Image Comics' The Creech, put out by Greg Capullo. So he's the writer, artist, did everything. It's a Greg Capullo Inc. production. Full 3X set from 1997. Near mint minus or above the estimated grade on all three of them. 20 bucks.
First creator-owned book.
And he said he was going to revisit it. There's always talk he's going to revive The Creech, so...
That's what he wants to do.
But pretty
after
cool.
he
I'd never
finishes
seen
up.
it before. First time. But yeah, the artwork's just phenomenal. Classic style from 1997, near mint minus or above, full set, 20 bucks.
Tommy Sharp for A2.
A2 going to Tommy Sharp.
How you doing? Nice pickup, 20 bucks. Death of Alfred. Miss him already.
And Rob Toomey for A4.
Ah,
Rob
look at
Let's
this.
go back to A2.
Yep, Tommy Sharp.
Tommy has got himself 15% off.
Nice
15
going.
off that.
Woo!
Off to 20. Wow, good saving. So randomly inserted somewhere
And A4.
in here are a bunch of these things. I didn't think we set that up tonight.
A4 is going to
Bunch
Rob
of fun
Toomey.
stuff. Rob Toomey. That's a great set. The Creech. Get him to sign those. Yeah, I know where those are going.
A5.
A5 is a copy of the Incredible Hulk issue number 325 from 1986. Near mint, the estimated grade of this book, which features white pages, is a newsstand copy. Has an Al Milgrom cover, and he does the writing. So he does the writing for the story, cover for the book. First time Rick Jones is the Hulk. So Rick Jones becomes the Hulk 2 in this one, and it's a 25th anniversary Marvel frame cover. So we got newsstand frame cover, Milgrom, Rick Jones, Hulk. Just
Checks a lot of
awesome book. Near mint, 15 bucks.
Hulk smash.
Milgrom.
A6.
A6 3X set. This is one I'd never seen before as well, from the year 2000. This is a team up between Ben Grimm and Logan before Ben Grimm was part of the Fantastic Four and Logan was part of the Royal Canadian Army. So Ben Grimm's flying along, runs into Logan, and they meet each other and they have an adventure before they're superheroes. Who the hell knew?
That's cool.
Michael Thompson for A5, and then Mark Spector for A6.
Yeah, A6 set's awesome. Never seen it before.
A6 to Mark Spector.
Really cool book.
A5.
Written by Larry Hama.
The Hammer.
The Hammer did the story of G.I. Joe fame, and Carrie Andrews provided the artwork in that pickup. Mark Spector, nice job. That's an awesome.
It's cool.
Never
All
seen
right.
that one before.
Coming around the corner.
Time for B1 with 5.5 minutes left to go.
B1 is a copy of the Mighty Thor issue 705 from 2008. Near mint or above is the estimated grade of this book, which is a first print copy written by Jason Aaron and artwork by Russell Dowderman.
So good.
Great stuff. This is a Stanley Archerm Lau variant cover. The Death of Jane Foster.
No.
This one is having it all. Death of Jane Foster, Dowderman, Aaron, Archerm. We're good to go. Near mint or above, only $10. Death of Jane Foster. B2. She dies in it. B2. This is a copy
Dave
of...
Finn for B1.
I told you he died in it.
Dave Finn for
Not Dave
B1.
Finn. Dave Finn didn't die.
Dave's still alive.
Well, Mr. Finn's got himself
What?
Wow.
a free poster.
Free poster for Dave Finn.
We give it all to you, the people.
I should unfurl this one.
Yeah. Let's see it, man. Come on. Work
What
it.
is it?
Don't swimsuit it. Just shoot us.
Oh,
I mean, Lord knows, as part of the water polo team, you have those pictures.
it's gonna. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to.
Well, that is freaking awesome. That was worth unfurling.
Alex Ross Iron Man going to Dave
That
Finn.
thing's awesome.
I know
Put that in my
20 minutes
car.
to fold back up.
I'm gonna put that in my car.
All right, tell us about
We got a claim already for B2.
B2 is already
okay,
claimed.
Oh, wow. Green Lantern number 100 from 1978. Very fine plus. White pages by the great Denny O'Neil and Mike Grell. First appearance of Airwave 2. Took Chris Davis.
How do we go with B3 then?
B3.
B3 is a copy of The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1, Issue 34 from the great year of 1966. Very fine plus the estimated grade of this book. So a really nice copy. Stan Lee provides the writing. Steve Ditko the cover and the interior artwork. The 4th appearance of Kraven the Hunter. Features off-white pages. So let me read that to you again. It's Amazing Spider-Man 34, Very Fine Plus, off-white pages. Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, 4th Kraven. Great copy, $125.
Fine, just real quick. It's fine plus.
Guide.
Fine
It's
plus.
solid,
Oh,
rock
Mr.
solid
Butcher.
guide. It's a nice pickup.
You
Thank you,
yourself
bud.
An excellent book.
Really cool.
Huh?
Gotta love Kraven.
Before.
We need Kraven in the movies.
Jason Momoa.
Kyle Urban.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, issues number 13 and 14 from 1991. Near mint or above, the estimated grade of each one of these 2 books in the lot. Written by Jim Valentino. So Jim Valentino did the writing and the artwork. First appearance of the Ghost Rider from the 31st century, essentially Cosmic Ghost Rider. Pretty crazy how people recognize these with the net evidence. So the first time, yeah, Ghost Rider from the future, driving that badass cycle with that skull face. Look at that thing. Pretty crazy. So first appearance, that's what they call it. Ghost Rider from the 31st century, a.k.a. Cosmic Ghost Rider. It does have the upper deck insert, which is sometimes missing, upper deck cards. People were ripping out the inserts, but this one's got it.
Have Arthur Bacon for B4.
Good
Before,
pickup.
going
Yeah,
Arthur
it's a pretty
Bacon.
funny book. Jim Valentino did. Remember that Guardians of the Galaxy run he did?
Yeah.
Pretty
yeah,
nutty.
Yeah.
From Savage Jack, it's crazy.
B5.
Hey, one of the independent books tonight, copy of Image Comics Low, issue number 1 from 2014. Near Mint Plus, the estimated grade of this book, which was written by Rick Remender. So this is another one of those scratch ticket properties. It'll probably get turned into a property, a movie, or a television show. But yeah, Rick Remender, one of your favorites, was it not?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I didn't stick with it too long, but I liked what I saw. Yeah.
Oh, Image Comics number 1, $12. B6, last one in this round, number 4. Last one, this is going to be called Wolverine, Night of Terror. So Wolverine throwing down in medieval times, essentially, is what happens here. This is a huge square-bound deluxe format book. It almost looks like a graphic novel. Jan Duursma provides the cover and the pencils. It's really cool, kind of artistic, pretty awesome the way they draw Wolverine. So it's a medieval adventure. And somehow Sabretooth's back in the medieval times, too, so they get medieval on each other.
It's a fun read.
But a
Really
great
fun.
one-shot square-bound book, Near Mint Plus. It's in fantastic shape. Looks like it's never been opened. One shot from 1995, only $10.
Yeah, Tommy Sharp for B6.
That's a great book.
B6 to Tommy Sharp.
Tommy,
Uh-oh.
you got yourself 50%
Guy's got
off.
the lucky touch.
So, pretty good. So, turns it to a $5 book. What can I get for $5? Well, apparently that
Right,
book.
Jake, take us home.
Low. You love Low. Tell us
Minute
about
left.
Low.
Minute left. There's
You
one
have a
book.
minute to tell us about Low?
1 minute left. There's
Rick
one
Remender?
book left on the board. Low
on,
from
really?
Image Comics, written by Rick
Holy
Remender.
shit.
From 2014, Near Mint to Near Mint Plus condition on this one. Just $12. It's a first print. Regular cover A. Come on, what can you lose?
It's great stuff for $12. You betcha. Image Comics. All right, let's do it. Let's clear the board. They know where to find us. We're going to go talk to Bob. I'm going to write a check out on the... Let's do it.
Got it. All right, folks, we're going to set up for round number 5. Just 2 rounds left, number 5 and number 6.
Thank God.
And while AG, wow, John really
No,
no, be
I
somewhere
mean,
else
that's
apparently.
a,
So while AG
I was just
does
channeling the hostilities.
Oh, they picked up.
Oh, cool. So we sold
Oh.
out the round.
Oh, we
Ernest
did.
Briggs is going with B5.
that, Ernest
Great.
Briggs
That's $12.
picking up
That's a
low
great
number
pickup.
1. Thanks, Ernest.
I've seen those on walls for $20.
Yeah. Well, why the hell we sell it for so
I
little?
don't know.
Yeah.
It's a great question.
Because we like our customers.
Because we're about the people.
Right. That's right. In the meantime, while AG sets it up, we're going to talk about...
You are a huge nerd.
AG's going to set up the board. We're going to talk about some of the books coming out from Marvel this Wednesday. Starting with Doctor Doom, number 6. Been really loving this series. It's been a good one. It's been selling out. People like seeing Victor
Von Doom.
being his bad self.
Can
in
you
his
see
own
his
book.
face? Is his
You
face?
do see his face at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Ever since it got fixed in Secret Wars?
Now it's back to the way it was.
Oh, it got messed up again?
Yeah, I don't know how.
Oh, you got Darth Vader again?
Hot tea incident.
Hot tea incident. Hot chai. Marvel number 1. This is
I
the
wonder
new...
if George Lucas stole his idea from Doctor Doom. Just saying. Keep on going.
All right. Marvel number 1 from the... Based on the Alex Ross classic idea of Marvels. This goes back and sort of takes a closer look at some of those events through the eyes of regular people. And it's an anthology series that's being put together by a bunch of different creative teams. So each issue will have a bunch of different writers, a bunch of different artists. I think Steve Rude's involved, Alex Ross, obviously, and a few others that I'm pretty excited about, so it should be a good read. Spider-Man Noir #1. Everybody's favorite alternate Spider-Man gets his own series, or is back in his own series anyway, this Wednesday.
That was Nicolas Cage, right?
Exactly right. Yep, Nicolas Cage, a.k.a. Spider-Man Noir.
It's one of Matt's favorite actors.
Strange Academy #1. This book's got a lot of buzz and anticipation behind it. So take the idea of the X-Men, but switch it out with all, instead of mutant characters, they're all different magic characters. Doctor Strange opens up a school for young magicians of
Harry
different
Potter,
types. There you go.
Yeah.
Harry Potter and X-Men.
X-Potter.
Very good. That's exactly what it is. Yep. With Humberto Ramos doing the art.
Roberto, he rocks the hell out of it.
Yep. Covers and inside, so
I
it
love
should be
this
really
Spider-Man.
good. And Savage Avengers #11. I've been loving this series.
Still selling well. People are
Still
still
doing
into
really
it, man. It's
good,
kept
yeah.
its audience, which is great.
It's such a weird.
Usually you see a huge drop off after
I
7,
know.
but there's still
Yeah.
people still digging it. That's great.
It's such a great juxtaposition of different characters. You got Conan, Punisher, Doctor Strange, Elektra, all fighting this one evil wizard, Kulan Goth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Good one.
There you
Good
go.
stuff.
Oh, AG's on it.
Yeah,
So-
it's been a great read.
Yeah, it has been a lot of fun. So that'll be out
Behind,
this Wednesday.
I'm behind a few, but
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it too.
Yep.
I'm one behind.
It's Jerry Duggan doing what he does best. Some great
It's always good to
novels.
see the anti-heroes really show what they're really about, especially working together. It's got Brother Voodoo as well, baby.
That's true. It does.
I love Brother
He's kind of in a
Voodoo.
bad spot right now, but I'm sure he'll
Yeah,
be
he's
back.
been in a bad spot since the beginning of the series, man. He got his ass kicked in issue 1. Is he
Yeah.
still getting throttled at
Yeah,
issue
pretty much,
11?
yeah.
Poor Brother Voodoo. Guy can't catch a break.
Can't keep a brother down.
This is round number 5, correct?
Round number 5 coming at you here. Just
5
so
or
that-
6. More goodness this round. The anti-penultimate. All right.
No,
I
this
hear
is
what
the
you're saying.
penultimate.
Penultimate? Yeah, this would be the penultimate. The
Jeez,
anti-penultimate.
Ryan.
Yeah. Let's retrench that. We can edit that out in post. Over. Is anybody there over? AG, how you doing?
Roger.
I'm good now.
Roger. You go check it out. Let's do it. A1.
A1.
Call me sir, goddammit. This is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 365 from 1992. Name it minus the estimated grade of this book, which is a newsstand copy and has a John Romita hologram cover. So a great classic homage to Amazing Fantasy 15 as a hologram in the 90s, which you can imagine what this looks like. Anyways, first appearance of the Spider-Man from 2099. Did the hologram ever really work? Have you ever really
It looks like it's coming right at me.
Yeah, Ben DeShane for A1.
A1 to
great
Ben
deal for
Shane.
$15, newsstand copy. First Spider-Man 2099.
love the fact you
Wow, the
mentioned
thing
they
is
got
jumping
the
out at
hologram.
me. Holy shit. I feel like I'm tripping.
That's got nothing to do with the
I
hologram.
feel like I was tripping.
A2.
That might have something to do with the mushrooms.
Hello, this is a copy of the Captain America issue 1 from 2018. Name it, plus the estimated grade of this book, which features a Adam Hughes variant cover.
What's that 2 mean, John?
So the 2 means that we have 2 copies to offer, so we can have 2 claimants at $8 a copy. Adam Hughes to Captain America. It's beautiful.
That is awesome.
Oversized book as well, so name it, plus 2 beauties, $8 a piece, 16 for the 2.
He's known for his women, but this
Public
proves
school
he can
math,
do
2
some
of them are
pretty cool-
16.
Yeah.
$16. I don't have
Tommy
enough.
Sharp for A2.
Tommy
There's one
Sharp.
gone.
Picking up a.
We got one left. So
A2.
I don't have enough fingers to do that, so I gotta work my toes. Thank you. A3. Moving on to the next one. This was nicely provided by Arsenal Ben. Arsenal Ben provided this to us. Copy of Ultimate Fallout, issue 4 from 2011, near mint or above. This is a second print copy. So second print of first appearance of Miles Morales. Pretty cool stuff. Again, provided to us from Arsenal Ben. Ultimate Fallout, issue 4, 2011, near mint or above. First Miles Morales, $20. A4, please. A4 is again one of those intercompany crossovers. Gotta love them. Marvel and DC teaming up to give us the Incredible Hulk versus the Superman. Deluxe format, so a square bound, heavy stock book. A beautiful copy. Roger Stern did the writing. Steve the Dude Rude provided the pencil. Steve the Dude's going to be down at Terrificon.
that's
Buddy
right.
Mitch is, yeah, Terrificon, so get Steve the Dude Rude to sign this beautiful copy. Al Milgrom did the inks. This one shot was from 1999, Naaman Plus. It is a screaming great copy.
We have Mark Spector for A3 and Chris Davis for A4.
Yeah, take that down to Steve. So that one there is Mark Spector's.
Mr. Spector
Oh,
got himself
got-
a book.
Ah,
freebie!
freebie! Arsenal
Mark
Ben,
Spector!
working the love, passing it down. Mark Spector, freebie.
And A4, you said?
A4 to Mr. Chris Davis. Thank you, Chris. That
CD.
thing is in. I don't think that's been opened.
Wow.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
A5.
This is a copy of the Catwoman issue, Catwoman Annual 2 from 1995. Near mint or above the estimated grade of this book, which was signed by Jim Ballant when he was here last March. Jim and Holly came, signed a copy of this Catwoman Annual number 2, near mint or above, only $10.
I know you were pointing out the
Signed by
signature,
Jim
but it
Ballant.
really looked like you were trying to touch your butt.
Whoops.
Don't touch the Catwoman's butt. You never touch a cat's butt. A6.
Is that what
John McHugh, and you of all people know that. This is a 3X lot. Copies of the Magnificent Ms. Marvel, issues number 7, 8, and 9 from 2019. Near mint or above the estimated grade of these books, which were new, hot, sold out at the time. They are second print connecting covers.
So AG, those connect.
Yeah. So Ms. Marvel,
Yep.
Disney Plus Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan. Those
Low.
are pretty awesome.
Yep. Not many
Featuring
of these
the
out
Storm
there.
Ranger, which I think is the new Power Ranger.
Really? Look at that, man. This one just checks all the boxes.
Bob Marks for A5 and Ben DeShane for A6.
Yeah, second printers. I'm surprised Ben
And that
didn't
was
get
a totally
those.
different
Did
show.
Did he?
I've got no
Ah,
That's
that's
why
corner in the
that's why I
market.
picked 'em up.
We just
Frozen
wanted to let you
concentrated orange
just sit there
juice.
and
I see
suffer
what
in
he's
it.
doing here. Pork bellies. I see what he's doing. I'm smart. I can do stuff.
I can do things.
B1.
B1.
B1 is a copy of the
Oh.
Fantastic Four issue 1, not the actual Fantastic Four issue 1.
Oh.
This was an oversized original reprint with ads with bonus material on heavy stock paper reprint from 2018. Near mint plus. So these reprints, people are
The facsimile
highly
editions.
sought after. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting tough to find, but this one has the heavy cardstock cover, reprints every ad from the original book. It's really cool. $15. Go look those up on eBay quick and come back. I'll be here. B2. B2 is a copy of Batman issue 6 from 2012. So this was part of the new 52. This book is in near mint or above condition. It's a first print copy with writing by Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. That name keeps coming up tonight. Greg Capullo provides the cover and the interior pencils as part of the Court of Owls storyline.
So they just announced one of the new upcoming Batman black and white statues is going to be based on that cover.
On that one?
Yep.
Oh, it's cool. You know what's funny about these? The cards, the stock covers on these new 52 Batman issues are so poor that fingerprints are, they're prevalent. So to find them really nice, like even if you would mild heat, it would stroke the cover and take it off. But these are in great state. $15.
Cool.
Shit you learn.
B3.
B3 is a copy to Tales to Astonish 81 from the great year of 1966. All good stuff happens then. Very fine, the estimated grade of this book, so it's true solid 8. It's a beautiful copy, off-white pages. Stanley does the writing. Jack Kirby gives us some cover and the pencils. Gene Colan gives us pencils as well on this one for the Submariner. Bill Everett provides the inks along with Dick Ayers. So this one's got a true Hall of Fame level, GOAT level stuff going on in it. First Secret Empire and first appearance of the character Boomerang. Somehow somebody told him that purple and polka dots went together. But
Bud Butcher for B3.
B3, $45, a nice copy, beautiful Silver Age book. Thanks, bud.
B4.
Great pickup. This is a 2X lot, so this is part of a full 6X set. But these are issues number 1 and 2 of Django Unchained. These are both first prints. Aram Guerra and Jason Latour does the artwork. Quentin Tarantino does the story and does a foreword. It's got a little photo of him and talks about the comics and how he's into comics. If you love Quentin Tarantino, here it is. So Django Unchained, issue 1, so this was Vertigo Comics, 2013, near mint or above. But it actually has Quentin Tarantino's involvement in it. I didn't realize that. It's not like just a licensed thing. So it talks about his love of comic books and storytelling. It's really cool. So $20 for 1 and 2.
Bob Marks for B4.
B4 to Bob
awesome.
Marks.
As our Rawhide plays in the background.
Yeah, perfect.
It's
B5.
Kismet. This is a copy. I love those 25th anniversary copies. This one is a copy of Marvel Tales number 193 from 1986. Near mint minus the estimated grade of this book, which reprints Marvel Team Up issues 59, which had a story by Chris Claremont and John Byrne. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko on the original story here in this book. 25th anniversary frame. So Steve Ditko did the cover.
Mark Spector for
And
B5.
it's not usually seen. This is one that's overlooked, but a beautiful. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it was awesome. So they had a piece of Dicko art.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
with that.
front loader.
Oh, wait a minute. Was he still alive then? Would he have drawn that?
Yeah, but
for
he's
the-
been in hiding. He's been in. I think he lived apart for 30-something years. I don't think he had anything to do with it back then.
Could be.
B6.
Last one of the round is going to be a copy of Spider Women Omega. This was a one-shot from 2016, near mint or above the estimated grade of this book. So this would be the sister part to the alpha that it shipped earlier. Yasmin Putri provides the cover. This is the conclusion of this story, and it's also the second appearance of the Spider-Woman team-up. So you got Silk teaming up with Spider-Gwen, with the Spider-Woman, so it's all the Spider-Ladies teaming up together.
Hey, ladies.
That's it. $10 for this one, near mint or above. Not usually one seen. The alpha one you can find, but the Omega one's not as tough to. It's tougher to come by.
We have a DJ Go for the other A2.
A2 to DJ Go.
Hey, DJ, that's great.
And Mike Weaver for B6.
B6 to Mike Weaver.
Mike Weaver. Thanks, Muggle.
About a minute and a half left to go for this penultimate
Last
round. Round
two.
number 5. We've got
Penultimate.
one more round to go. Round number 6 after this. What we've got left on the board here with a minute and a half left to go is the B1 spot. Fantastic Four number 1 facsimile edition. This came out in 2018 and is estimated to be a near mint to near mint plus condition. If you haven't seen any of these facsimile editions, they're pretty awesome. It's a full original reprint. It's got the ads. The cover's on a little heavier, almost cardstock paper, so it's really nice. Back covers reproduced as well. Everything inside. So you're never going to be able to afford Fantastic Four number 1, I'm guessing, but you can afford
I will.
this. It's
I'm
a
gonna.
really good pickup. And in the B2
Stayed in my
spot,
quarters for a while.
Batman number 6 from 2012, the seminal New 52 run of Batman when Greg Capullo brought the character back to his proper standing. This is issue number 6 in near mint or better condition.
Killer story.
It's first print, and it's got art inside and out by Greg Capullo.
I would put forth the Court of Owls in the top 10 Batman stories of
Oh,
all
absolutely.
time.
Absolutely. Yep.
Top 10.
Yep.
Maybe even top 5 you could probably wrestle me with, but definitely top 10.
I can put it top 5. Yeah.
Really good, memorable.
Game changing
Big-
because Court of
big
Owls
fan.
is still around, still feeling the repercussions.
Oh,
of
to
it.
give to not only sort of grow Batman's legacy by giving life to Gotham City itself and its history,
Chris
created a whole
Treadwell.
other character. It's really awesome.
Chris Treadwell for B1 and Arthur Bacon for B2.
Woo! We cleared the board again, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
Court of Owls out there.
Great
If you
job.
don't have it, we
Me
can
too.
piece it together.
Arthur
It's
Bacon.
phenomenal.
Well, Mr. Bacon, you got yourself a double
All
haul.
right.
That's
Got a little
another one for
freebie,
us. You got
too.
2.
Got a nice Green Arrow, Green Lantern variant.
Yep, by Neil
Neil
Adams. Yep, very good. And who picked up B1? Is that Chris
Chris
Treadwell?
Treadwell, yeah.
Chris,
All right,
good
thank
to see you
you.
back in the game, buddy.
Beautiful.
Just one more round
The
left to
penultimate
go.
round.
This will be the ultimate round.
The ultimate. The final. And
Number
we will
6.
be, next week, right? 3 in a
We
row.
are back next week. You
We
betcha.
do 3 on, 1 off. 3 on, 1 off.
I was going to say something, but I won't. So that'll be next week,
Don't sully it for me.
March 9th. In the meantime, let's talk about one of DC's upcoming big events. As I was informed earlier today by our very own Johnny Mac, this is the final Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo team-up project for DC Comics. This is their swan song, the sequel to their blockbuster hit Dark Knight's Metal. This is Dark Knight's Death Metal, coming to the hall in May. Get your requests in now, add it to
I
your
feel like I
list.
should throw the fingers up, the
Yeah,
Dio
absolutely.
fingers.
Well, go back and look at the original cover A. To,
That's what
Batman.
Dio, really?
Yeah, that's what
Can
it
you
is.
imagine if Daniel Warren Johnson did this series? He'd have a whole soundtrack planned with it.
No, I know. that
They
would be
should have
cool,
given it
I
Death
know.
Metal. They should have given it to him.
Come on, that's Scott Snyder.
So Mike Weber wants to sign up. You should too. Add it to your pull list. Still not sure quite how many issues this one's going to be, but it should be pretty epic. Some of the character designs, the new character designs that Capullo's been rolling out for how our favorite DC characters are going to appear look pretty fantastic.
Well, I hope they let him finish up the Creech.
I like the Grim Reaper Batman.
Right. Suits with the knucks.
Yeah. He's got like a Doomsday on it too.
We've got round number 6 with 12 all new items coming at you here in just a few moments. AG's working hard setting up the board right now, so don't go anywhere. Be back in just a little bit.
AG, put your clothes back on.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Jesus.
He thinks better that way.
Hey, listen.
You distracted me.
So I'll remind me the next time I see you not to talk to you.
Episode 80
Hey.
will be next week, 1 week from tonight, March 9th.
March 9th. I know. Time's
You asking
flying.
me or telling me?
Episode 80.
Time's flying like that toaster in the 90s.
I'm pretty sure you
Oh
played
man,
the-
I remember those.
See? Give it to the stone guy to get it.
I said he was brave and little.
Oh, it was the flying toaster screensaver.
The time
Yeah,
says, thank
I
you,
remember
John.
that.
You only went quick enough.
I love those.
AG, great job setting up tonight, man.
Yep.
It's not easy.
Glad to have you here.
That's why I don't do it. If it was easy, I'd do it. Oh, wait a minute. If it's easy, everybody would do it.
I remember I had that one too.
So you misspoke. Are we ready for round 6? Are you guys still here? Are you guys with us?
Now fly.
Oh, let's freaking go. People got shit to do. Let's go here.
All right. A1.
A1.
This is a copy of, see, another intercompany crossover. I love it. This is Marvel Comics, The Hulk in the Pit. This is a first print deluxe edition written by Peter David, art by Dale Keown, one shot from 1997. Name it plus. So just a beautiful, oversized, heavy stock book by Dale Keown, who did a pretty graduated set of Hulks. And the Pit was almost based on the Hulk, but with claws. It's pretty crazy stuff.
Peter
so he
David
does
writing.
both. And Peter David doing the story. Great stuff for $8. 8-2. Last round of the night. This is a 4X set. Issues 1 through 4 from 1989 of Damage Control. So first appearance of Damage Control. These are the folks that clean up after all the superhero fights. I think we saw bits and pieces of those in the last Spider-Man movie, or the first one with the Vulture.
Yep.
So these are, again, 1 to 4 from 1989. 1, 2, and 4 are near mint or above. Number 3 is very fine or above. But first appearance of Damage Control, full 4X set, 1989. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's
Michael
do it.
Thompson for 8-2.
8-2
to Michael
Damage
Thompson.
Control.
Well, Mr. Johnson, you, my friend,
keep
have
finding
made yourself
stuff.
15%
Ah,
off.
Big Wheel, baby. Love that guy.
A3.
Worst villain ever. Super hot. 2X lot. 2 set here. Star Wars, Rise of Kylo Ren. New hot sold out. Issues number 3. Fairly new release. Near mint plus. Rise of Kylo Ren 2X lot number 3. Near mint plus. Regular crate and plain cover and a 1 in 25 Landini cover. So the Landini cover is scorching hot. 1 in 25 Landini to the left. First Ava Chris of the High Republic. So first appearance of a new character. This series sold like
Gonna
crazy.
be in the new.
Does he have his shirt
Right,
on for this
helmet.
whole series or not?
It's going to be new in the box?
Is there like a variant of him
Chris?
not wearing a shirt?
It's gonna cover the whole High Republic and
Okay.
features someone else.
Tommy Sharp for A1.
All right.
A1 going to Tommy Sharp.
All right. $8. Great book. Dale Keown's Hulk is awesome. Kylo Ren.
A4.
A4, please. This is a 3X lot. These are Dark Horse Comics Bang, so a super hot series recent release. Issues number 1 cover A and B, and also the Ash Can. So that's the Ash Can right there, which is a smaller size comic put out to retailers for us to try and take a look at, try to influence us to buy. Over to the right is cover A, over to the left is cover B, written by the great Matt Kint. This has some awesome Keanu Reeves quotes on this thing.
Chris Treadwell for A3.
Chris Treadwell.
Yeah, there was a Keanu Reeves
Is Chris
blurb
behaving tonight? Is
printed on the cover of Bang, and everybody started
Is he
speculating that
behaving?
after Bang got
Right.
optioned that Keanu Reeves was going to be involved in that project. So that's why this thing started climbing so fast.
A5.
A5 is a copy of Thor, issue number 385 from 1987. Near mint, the estimated grade of this book, which has a plot by Jim Shooter, script by Stan Lee, Ron Friends and Al Milgrom does the cover, and Eric Larson does the pencils. A little bit of mishmash of everything going on there. But this one's always desirable because we got a throwdown yet again between the Hulk and Thor. So there's people that just collect Hulk Thor throwdown covers, and this is one of them.
Cool.
So this was in great shape. Wow. White cover and white pages too. So $3.85 near mint or above, $15.
We have Chris Treadwell for A4 and Michael Thompson for A5.
Nice.
Bang, great pickup. I know.
Good, cool
Keanu
story,
Reeves
too.
gets involved in that.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a great scratch ticket.
Thompson there for.
Yep. Dave Thompson.
Who's got himself
Michael
25%
Thompson.
off.
25% off of that Thor book. Holy mackerel.
Wow.
And A6.
A6 is a copy of Phoenix, a Resurrection issue 1 from 2018, near mint or above. First print. Lionel Yu provides the writing, and Stanley Archer Lau does this awesome variant cover of the Phoenix Resurrected. Issue number 1, 2018, near mint or above, only $5. Wow. Such a bargain.
All right.
This is the strangest one of the night.
B1.
Not you.
But that counts.
Close enough.
This is a copy of a book called Real Heroes. This was a issue number 1 of a 4X non-connected series, sealed in its bag. It was put out by Pizza Hut. So
Whoa.
Pizza Hut was rocking the comics, man. Comics were everywhere back in this time frame, the early 90s. So Marvel Comics and Pizza Hut, book called Real Heroes. It's sealed in its bag. It's got a card, and it also features The Thing, Black Panther, Professor X, and Jubilee.
Huh.
So when you go to, Pizza Hut and, the kid was causing problems, they'd hand him the comic book and said, here you go, it's got a card in it. Use the bag for your head and enjoy the book. And that's how they got through the meal in the early 90s. But no, Real Heroes is the name of this book. I digress.
Steve Oliveri for A6. And I got Mark Spector for B1.
That's a cool.
Mark
And
Spector
apparently
for
there's
B1.
3 other ones.
Oh, really?
Mark, yeah, Adam will take. Yeah, I'll try to find them, but I'd never seen them before. Like, what in the hell is this? But it's always cool to see who put these things out back when. They're just banging on. It's got a card in it and stuff for Professor X. I go, what the
Back
hell?
in that time, wasn't Pizza Hut also doing the free books or
Yeah.
free pizza if you read so many
the
books?
Book It Club,
Yeah.
I used to read a lot back then. That's why I was like 400 pounds. This is a 2X lot. Are you gonna help me out with this one, Eugene?
If I have to.
You do, please, can you? These are copies of the book called Fanboy. This one was put out in 1999, near mint or above. So this is a mixed lot. Over to the right, you have issue number 1. Over to the left, we have issue number 5. So why the hell are you doing this, John? Well, I'm doing it because it was written by Mark Evanier. It features pencils and covers by Sergio Agragonis. Bernie Wrightson worked on these things. Neil Adams worked on them. Frank Miller worked on them. Bruce Timm. And essentially, the one to the left is a homage cover. They took Bob Kane's original Batman #1 cover, and Sergio drew over Robin's head. So Bob Kane gets partial cover credit for it. It's pretty awesome, right? So people that collect Batman homage covers, there you go. But one you don't usually see. Pretty cool. DC was reaching. But anything with the Batman, but let's see Robin's head. It's actually
Nice.
Sergio's. It's awesome. B3.
Jonathan Friedman for B2.
B2
Very cool.
going to Jonathan Friedman.
Look awesome. I'd never seen those before, too.
No. B3, Canned Heat.
B3, it is Canned Heat. This is a copy of Power Man issue number 48 from 1977. Very fine, plus the estimated grade of this book, which features white pages, was written by Chris Claremont. It features pencils by John Byrne, so this was pre-X-Men. They were teaming up together here. It's the first meeting of Power Man and Iron Fist. So apparently Iron Fist makes an impression because 2 issues later it's renamed Power Man and Iron Fist. This is the first time they get together and start to throw down. They're just throwing haymakers. John Byrne. So Chris Claremont and John Byrne, pre-X-Men, getting together on Power Man and Iron Fist.
Michael Thompson for B3.
The Fist of Khonshu. That Netflix show is still bums me the fuck out. Here's my
What
first
Netflix
F-bomb of the night. It still bums me out, man. That could have been awesome.
What Netflix
So this one here, this slot's going to be a full 6X set of the original series Origin. So the first time we get Wolverine's backstory is James Howlett and the Howletts. This is a full first print set run. Paul Jenkins provides the writing. Adam Kubert does the pencils, and Joe Quesada does the awesome covers. All are very reminiscent. James Howlett, first appearance of that character. So near mint or above, the full 6X set, only $25. If you don't own a set or haven't read it, here's your chance. I think it's the same price as the trade. All first prints, heavy card stock covers. Just trying to pass some love. First James Howlett, a.k.a. the Wolverine. Which they used some of that in his movies too, right? They took some of that background and started using that.
B5.
B5 is one of my favorites tonight. Most obscure one I found all weekend is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man Annual 1998. So it's not like Amazing Spider-Man Annual 12-8. It's just 1998. So 1998 Amazing Spider-Man Annual, teaming up with Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy.
96 to 2000, it's what Marvel did. They stopped the numbering and started doing it years.
Just
ago.
years? Started rolling them out. See, I was old then. This is a copy. So Trevor Von Eden does the cover. It's a hard-to-find book because it has a super low print run.
Arthur Bacon for B5.
B5,
Devil
Arthur
Devil
Bacon.
Dinosaur and Moon Boy, man. Jack Kirby created characters. I love it. $10. Last one of the night. Is this it?
B6, this is it.
This is a copy of DC Comics Far Sector #1. So a fairly new release on this book. Near mint plus. New hot sold out. So covers A and cover B. Jamie Campbell and Sean Martinborough are the talent on it. And it's first appearance of the character Sojourner Moulin. which is a new Green Lantern, right?
Yep, brand new Green Lantern.
Brand new
So
Green
her
Lantern first appearance.
Jonathan Friedman for B4.
B4 going to Jonathan
25
Friedman.
bucks. It's a great deal. Thanks, Jonathan.
And
Oh.
Steve Caldwell
Oh.
for B6.
Oh, Mr. Friedman.
Mr.
got himself
Friedman.
Oh, I
free
got himself a
set.
free
Free
set.
set. A $25 set. He's getting another free
Wow.
set.
What's going on with a nice extermination set?
For free.
Right.
Awesome.
Free.
Is that 6 issues, right?
It's
Yeah,
5
yeah.
issues, and then there's a 6 one shot that,
Yeah,
that finishes.
exterminated or
Yep,
something.
finishes it
Wow.
up.
So that's a freebie. Wow, awesome.
Congratulations, Jonathan. And then the B6 goes to
Steve
who's that?
Caldwell.
Steve Caldwell
Ah, first
sneaking
appearance of
in
the new
there.
Green Lantern, and that'll do it.
Wow, great job, everybody.
Round
We
6.
finished it under the wire too. Not
All
even
right,
quite
3
8
minutes to
o'clock.
spare. Thanks, everybody.
Woo!
Great night, great fun. Back
Good
next week.
time.
Rocking
Good
and
time.
rolling.
Yep.
Maybe bring some graded books. We'll see if we bring some graded books with us next week.
Ooh.
We are our shop, brick and mortar. We're not in somebody's basement.
Come check us out, Southborough, Massachusetts.
Just put the
Route
lotion
9.
in the basket. That's all I ask. That's not much.
I don't even ask that. So, yep, we'll see you next week, folks. Thanks so
Anything
much.
you need?
A lot of fun.
Anything? AG, thanks for joining us. Probably giving us coronavirus, but good to
Hey.
see you.
What do you
I don't
got?
have the coronavirus.
If
I'll
you
be
don't
back
have
next
it, I
week.
saw you coughing earlier. Ryan,
Have a great night, everybody.
J-Dog,
Wash your hands.
Ah, you stole
wash
mine.
your hands.
Boom.
Now I have to say,
I'm going to
go
go
out
to
and,
wash your ass.
go
What
out
do you
and
got?
vote.
Go out
So,
and vote.
John took my wash
That's
your
it.
hands.
I'm at a 50-50.
That's it. Good night, everybody. Thank
See
you
you
very
later.
much.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Mine will be